I'm Bill Turner, the Executive Director of the Land Conservancy, and I'm really so pleased to have you all here. I wanted to point out that there's a number of members of the board of the Land Conservancy here as well. Our chair, Al Craighead, over there, Fran Pugh, and Carol Pickup. Three members of our board are able to be here today as we make this really exciting announcement. And the reason we've brought you all together is to, I think, talk to you about a really important step forward in the campaign to save this wonderful farm. And that all relates to the Ed Johnson Challenge. As you will recall, about a month ago, maybe a little more than that, Ed Johnson, who's the chair of the Farmlands Trust, made a public challenge to the community saying that if someone would match him and come up with a $200,000 donation, he would make a $200,000 donation. And we're here today to tell you that essentially we found that angel we've been looking for, and that match is happening today, which obviously will make a huge difference to our campaign. We started out this morning with a target of $695,000, and by the finish of this little meeting here today, we'll be down to $295,000. So we'll have broken the $300,000 level and getting much closer to where we have to be. So I wanted to begin really by just introducing to you, and I will introduce them separately, but the two gentlemen who've now made this possible, and also we'll tell you how they came together to make this happen. So to begin with, I'd like to introduce Ed Johnson, the co-chair of the Farmlands Trust, the man who made this challenge and made this happen today.
I'm quite excited to be here. I heard about this farm in my work with the TLC when we were working on a similar project, and it became quite important to me to save an working organic farm in the local area, for the greater Victoria area. And so during that time I met a remarkable couple in David and Natalie Chambers, and they inspired me to do what I've done today by their commitment and hard work. They've donated their entire inheritance to this project, and I thought that was something that I hadn't heard being done very often before today. So that's what inspired me to say I think I can help them meet their dreams. So I made that challenge, and it was going on for about a week, and I didn't hear anybody come back with it until suddenly the last day, Mr. McDonald here saved the day. So that's why we're here today. Thank you.
Ed, thank you so much for making this possible today. I'd like to introduce TLC member and supporter, Mel McDonald. Mel is the fellow that phoned me on Monday to say, you know, we can make this happen, and he has made it happen. I'd like to bring him forward and let him tell you a little bit about his story. Thank you.
Thank you. I am here today donating $200,000 to help save a grown organic farm, because after I read an article in Guy Dauncey's monthly Eco News newsletter that described Ed Johnson's offer to match anyone's $200,000 donation with his $200,000 donation. When I prayed and asked God whether God wanted me to accept Ed's challenge, one of God's celestial angels came to me and responded with a very enthusiastic, absolutely yes. That is why I called Bill Turner and said I would like to donate $200,000 to help keep David and Natalie producing the delicious and superbly nutritious organic food they distribute to so many people in so many different ways all year long. I hope I and all of us who are here today have inspired many of you to donate whatever you can to help save the growing organic farm. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'd like to ask David and Natalie to come up and just say a few words
I do. I'm thrilled today because it feels to me like now we know that this campaign is going to be a success. Thanks to Ed's generosity and to Mel and to every other person in the city who's donated so far. It's really inspiring to see because at this point now there's about 5,000 people have donated into the campaign, and it really shows you that the TLC and the Farmland Trust have come together and they've provided a vessel now that allows people to make a change that they've been seeing happening for a long time. When my grandparents bought this farm in '51, they looked at 27 farms, and when she died in 2002, it was the last one that hadn't been developed. And so people all over the city have seen the same changes happening, and this campaign has really been the stepping stone that allows people to make that change. Through each person's small donation that's come in, through small or large, people have stood together and acted, and it's a very positive movement forward. So I'm really happy. And the total that Bill had said there of 295 to go. Thanks to customers in the last 2 days, I got another 9,000 in this bag here to give to Bill to add there. So that brings us down to 286,000. So each of us together is making a difference. So thank you.
Thank you. It's a case of little acts that together bring together the big acts, and it's a combination of everybody doing what they can to make something like this happen.